Peace, quickly. Think fast. Thinking about the little subconscious programming. I mean, this directly. I was about to say indirectly, but with being in Louisiana with the football, mostly football out here, and sports in general, though, where you could be successful being anything that you want to be. Like, matter of fact, like jokingly saying, like, if you want to be a tree and stand up and freeze like a tree, you know what I'm saying, whatever though. But with all jokes aside though, in general though, like especially with the law of attraction, all is mind. You could be whatever you want. But when you're subconsciously programmed to only see success through only one template, like where you only see, like, man, the only way for me to get money and get my mama, a career. Cause matter of fact, that's in most cases already, the government in certain situations then, you know, have certain people oppressed, and in certain situations, and as I say that, of course, on the bigger scale of the situation, of course, is karmic ties and stuff like that that have people in their situations. But, from the essence of, like, from the human aspect, you know what I'm saying, is a trickle down effect where, you in a certain situation, and now they brainwashing you to come work for them, in essence, you know what I'm saying, when you in a situation because of them in the first place, that type of vibe. But again, but still, you have to hold yourself accountable as a soul. So I want to make sure I say that as I'm saying that, you know what I'm saying? You still want to hold yourself accountable and don't want to be sitting down complaining about, oh, well, man, the government, this and that. Well, I mean, all right, you know what the government doing, and do what you got to do to, switch up your situation. Now, where was I? Oh, the programming where I was looking at the news, and they're like, oh, we're gonna highlight, it's senior highlight time, we highlighting this senior from this high school. And I'm just thinking about how they get us at such a young age, where they create the template of what should be a star, even down to with movie and entertainment, like, you should do it like this. And they popularize those people so you could feel like, so if you're looking for fame and your only definition of fame is from what you see, and so it's what they put in front of you, so they popularize it. So when you're looking for, money or, fame, and it's like you only gonna look for it through those avenues, instead of, possibly making a YouTube channel, sharing knowledge, or, becoming a Reiki worker, or, becoming somebody that's, helping and healing the world in the essence of, more so, helping the soul ascension, the mind, body, and soul balance, helping being beneficial. But, and to each his own with any of these vibes of, like, wanting to play sports, things of this nature. But it is a fact that is, a subconscious programming, especially in the South, like I say, with the football thing. It's like, with a bunch of people, where ancestry is fresh from slavery, so you're already mentally programmed to be in this Mandango-ish, I'll work for whatever, I'll work hard for a little bit type of vibe, in which they playing, it's a chess game, so in order for you to not really feel like you're a slave, they're going to give you some coins, some money to make you, but in essence, it's to keep you away from being and doing something that, may really, really help humanity on a real high scale other than football. Because again, no knock to nobody doing sports, playing sports in any sport, because I still like to watch them every now and then, so I'm not, but again, just the reality of the situation, like, it's definitely, just something to, kind of, oh, over here, look over here, instead of this occult and esoteric book, you know. And again, everybody has a different purpose in essence, different life path. But there's a lot of people, again, like with what's natural and what's not, more it's more so people taking that path though is because they're, subconsciously programmed to take that path, and that's what I'm getting back at. It's like it's not like I'm falling back to just be diplomatic and say, well, everybody has their choices and that, but I mean, in essence, you know, you could definitely see that they're strongly being influenced to, go in that direction in essence, you know. So things are much easier for them. Like, oh, they could get seen in high school, So starting in high school, they working. And matter of fact, just working on becoming a football player from jump instead of, really doing something. But again, we see how the football league feel about people too, how they treating Kaepernick down to Jerry Jones saying his players better kneel. Y'all better kneel for that national anthem. That whole vibe right there is just you might as well just have said it like that. But, again, it is what it is. The contrast, the pressure that in order to make that diamond, either, you adhere through that pressure and make that diamond, or when I say adhere, I go through like where you like stand up to this type of stuff, go through that pressure, cause that's pressure, to be a football player and give up that money to stand up for something strong that's gonna resonate throughout the history of our existence in essence, It's like, that what's more valuable, some paper money or doing something like that, like with Kaepernick, standing up for something in essence. And again, it's all in alignment with whatever what your heart align with, your soul purpose. I ain't saying everybody gotta go out and be no hero. Y'all, I always try to keep it the balance of cause it's somewhat paradoxical, cause it's like, go within and deal with self, deal with people, but not too much. I mean, that, it is what it is, look at the sun and the water, it deals with us, a little bit, not too much, you know what I'm saying? Because the water or the sunlight could harm us with too little or too much. It's a balance, Y'all hear the speakers? Yeah, that's about it, more so the football vibe. And another vibe did cross my mind. But again, all subconscious programming. They flash across the screen. All these commercials, all that, a little like playing sports and all, like, again, and we in a society where, they trying to make non-normal things normal. So the more and more, that's why players not standing up to things now, because they making it normal to be scared. Like, where it's normal to not to let people do shit like that, like to fuck over you and not stand up. Like they're kind of creating and if you keep seeing that behavior, your subconscious is programmed like to be docile, just like you saw the people before you be docile in essence. It just trickles down until somebody just, decides to say enough is enough. Oh, got a little loop up here. But that's basically it. I'll be saying that about 30 times. But just really, again, just seeing what's really going on and operating in the moment. You don't have to gather no big plan. That's why when you operate in the now, it's like, what's best now? What you could do in this moment. Because what you could do in this moment is not an overwhelming task compared to like when you go to imagining like all kind of things that need to be going together for the whole to really complete a situation, you feel overwhelmed because it's so much. Like, well, nah, just focus on what you could do now. What you could, you know. That's the workload, that you should be focused on. What's the best and the most you could do in this moment? Yep. I think that's it. Yeah. Yeah, that's it. Peace. Happy now. Now is the vibrate, of course. Not going too far in the future. Not going too far in the past. Right